See, listen, I am there. Watch the reality through my eyes and not through the screen. There is a huge difference between what you see on ground and what you see on a screen. When I reached there, there was something strange. The smell, the empty streets, the barricades, the police, and the atmosphere. It was so intense that even a blind person could feel the gravity of the situation. I saw students lying on the wet mats, having lost hope in this failed system, wondering where they would go to find justice. They were not called there. They reached there on their own, which itself showcases how much this system has actually suppressed their voices. Raising your voice for the betterment of the whole nation is not wrong. It deserves respect, accountability, and cognizance. The scene was around 7:30 a.m. 22nd July 2026. Garbage and trash were lying on the Jantar Mantar footpath leading towards the protest site. When I reached there, I saw the police, the media, and the students from all over India gathered in one place. The heat was so silent, everybody was so deeply involved in what they were demanding. Many of them were cleaning the area with their own hands, collecting garbage into big blue drums and carrying it to the collection area. They were so heavy that at least two people were needed to pull them. Those who didn't have drums were using white trash bags. Today, it was actually pouring with rain. Yet, despite all this, they were doing whatever they could. The least they could do for themselves was raise their voices against the injustice of paper leaks and the failure of the system. I am deeply hurt after seeing all these things. I had already understood that I am a coward. But today, I got the core conscious realization that I am a coward for not being there with them all this time. What they are fighting for is for all of us, not for themselves particularly. If things change, all of us will receive the benefits. There was a continuous stream of Zomato and Swiggy delivery partners during the protest, bringing the food and other necessary things to them. It wasn't funded by any organization. It was directly sent by people who understand their pain, the grief, and the anxiety they go through during their examinations cycles. It's not easy to survive that stage. Last night, what happened, we have already seen. I didn't understand why the Prachin Hanuman Mandir was closed for them. And thanks to Bangla Sahib Gurudwara, they actually saved them. Bangla Sahib is actually doing what it is meant to do, service to humanity. Most of them are not even smiling. That is something that shocked my instincts. They are not afraid. They are so brave, courageous, and fearless that even I found myself asking how. I saw revolutionaries in them. I saw the violence they had faced on 20th July on their bodies. I just shattered into tears, holding myself back from crying right there. I asked one question to a girl who had come on 90th July for the protest on 20th July. How much longer are you guys going to stay here? She didn't have an answer. Actually, nobody has an answer. Only the state needs to respond. You do not tell them now. It's your responsibility to have some empathy for these kids. Everybody there is cooperative. I don't feel any arrogant. They are simply sitting there demanding what they shouldn't have been forced to demand in the first place. Many of them have examinations in the August to September window. Instead of studying, they were compelled to protest. I am in tears after seeing all these things with my own eyes. And perhaps the hardest thing about democracy is this: protesting, holding each other's shoulders for one cause, and standing against the system. Failed system, this is tough. I don't know the alternative as of now, or what is required to balance the power of the state and the rights of its citizens. You know, the path of non-violence, okay, is the toughest one. I read it in my NCRT Political Theory, class 11th, CBSE board, page number 136. In the box titled Mahatma Gandhi and the Nonviolence. When I read first, I couldn't truly digest it. But after visiting this protest site, it struck my consciousness so deeply and broke my heart into pieces. It made me realize that the power of not raising a hand, it requires immense patience, depth, resilience, and courage to have faith in your principles and continue walking on that path. The students used different forms of creativity. They acted symbolically, just as revolutionaries do. They chose to express their anger in the most peaceful manner. There were so many police personnel deployed, checking the entry and exit points while I was there. When I entered, it felt like another world. I was stunned to see people holding huge plastic sheets above one another to protect everyone from the pouring rain. I saw an Ashok stump in them. They stood shoulder to shoulder, instantly finding solutions to hold those long plastic sheets that were covering so many people. One young boy picked up a discarded water bottle from the trash and fixed it to both the ends of a stick. The logic was simple: to increase the surface area at both ends so that the plastic sheet wouldn't tear. It also made the stick easier and less painful to hold in the palm. People kept coming to me gently, saying, Didi, khana kha lo, chai pee lo. I replied, no, please give it to someone who needs it more. But they insisted, please take it. It's warm. It's raining. I refused at first, but later I accepted only the tea. I walked around the entire area and saw one thing everywhere: education, education, and education. There is so much pressure on these people. Can you imagine how much it takes to step out and protest against the something that you believe is wrong, especially if you are a girl? And for boys, they are often pushed into more direct physical violence. Both endure pain in different ways, and every human being has a limit. I urge the government, please don't cross that limit. I also noticed clothes hanging from ropes to dry, tied somehow to walls or any point they could find. I noticed that the waste wasn't being cleared from the site. I genuinely feel the concerned authorities should remove it regularly, otherwise, it could create a foul smell, attract mosquitoes, and eventually spread disease. Within such a confined area, yes, I also saw some left out half-eaten food lying on the Jantar Mantar footpaths, and I condemn that. If food isn't completely eaten, it should be thrown into the designated garbage collection area, not left scattered here and there. When I was at the site, I had no words to offer them. I was completely out of my words. Seeing them in such a difficult situation, where backing off felt like surrendering to the failed system once again. So I chose to listen. I shared my views only occasionally, but mostly I listened. And the media inside I don't remember their names, but they were reporting what was actually happening there. Hats off to them and to our genuine journalist. Call it whatever you want. Ultimately, in the end, it's us. It's us, the nation, we. The we that we have forgotten completely. Jai Hind. And yes, I'm a Bharat Mata ki beti. So